Well, the beginning was 12 years ago actually. We started looking for some land. My thought was to get about 10 acres so I could go and rip around on my motorbike. And I started talking to John about buying land, and we got into talking at other bits and pieces, and where I was looking was too dry and this was better than that, and so we ended up buying 300 acres or 110 hectares. So we actually bought here 12 years ago, and at that stage John and Ronnie, they were living out at Tanui on their farm. So they were farming it from out there and leasing it off us, and so things have evolved quite a bit from there. Mark, John's son's taken over their farm at Tanui, and so John and Ronnie have moved on to this farm, built a nice house, and they've got a plot up on the corner, and John looks after the day-to-day running of the farm now.
We use it as a fattening block for the stock from Tanui that comes into here. Like our lambs, try and put as much weight as we can onto. Usually they kill out about that 15 to 17k bracket. We also run bulls here, which we take through to 2-year-olds and kill out around about the 300 to 320k margin. But basically it's around the 300 we fatten each year. Lambs are brought in from Tanui, and usually it's around about the 2,000 to 3,000 mark that we manage to fatten off here. And sometimes we fatten them right through the winter if we can't get them away in the normal period before winter. The farm's 110 hectares. The grazable area is about 100 hectares.
So when we took over the farm, it had 3.2 hectares of native bush. You actually can see it through the window back there. Yeah, and not a lot else actually. It had not many trees at all. We took over the farm 12 years ago, and mine and Megan's role in the farm was just to have a nice plot of land and see what happened really. And then John was making a living off the farm, so it has to sort of do two things.
It was an investment for us and an opportunity for the family really, I suppose.
So, and from there, John's always said to us to keep investing in the property, so we take our lease money and try and spend it on the property. And with that, we've done a lot of planting. As you walk around the farm, you'll notice that probably every tree on the farm has been planted, except for the well-established ones. The water supply when we took over the farm was very sort of null and void really. There was no water. The stock used to live around the river and graze around near Mason in the summer. So since then we've drilled a well that's near the wool shed, so we draw our water from the well, put in a 5,000 gallon at the top, and then it's pressure fed down to all the troughs from there.
Aaron and I get to live here in this beautiful spot, and Dad takes care of everything really, don't you?
Yes, well I try and take care of it. Yeah. Sometimes it's a bit of a battle, but other times it's always good. Just relating back to the water supply, that was the first priority on the farm. You can't run a farm without any water. And as Aaron just said, it's pressurised from a 5,000 gallon tank to all the troughs, and we've got quite a few troughs on here because most of the paddocks are cut into hectare size for the type of grazing that we do here. So you can understand there's a hang of a lot of troughs, and it also goes over the river to the other side where we've got 20 acres over there of high fertility ground, which is all the land coming down from up the river that's been deposited over there during floods. And the other thing we've done here as well as putting in a lot of shorter belts for wind erosion is that we fence off the river both sides. We've heard these little whispers through the government and different departments that at some stage we're going to have to fence these rivers off for pollution and that sort of thing, so we've bit the bullet and done it early. We do regular soil tests here. Every time we put in a new grass area, we put a tonne of lime to the acre, which is 2.5 to the hectare, and 650 of super, followed up by 350 of super. Actually, on the lighter side, I suppose, talked Aaron into getting something in a summer-safe area. He was more inclined to wanting to get something where it was nice and sunny and not windy.
Yeah, this is the best summer yet.
Yeah.
I disagree with him, of course.
Farmer versus lifestyle.
Yeah.
Green grass versus hot summers.
Exactly. But we seem to have had pretty dry summer the last 2 years, and it's been a bit detrimental for our fattening here. Although we have put in grasses that are summer safe, that's what we've been trying to do. And we try and cut all our winter feed off here each year. We usually do about 120 bales of baleage a year for what cattle we do have left here in the winter.
Oh, we're very proud of Megan's oak trees.
Don't hassle the oak trees.
So that was Megan's big thing about the farm. We had to have an entrance. So
yeah.
we
I wanted the avenue of trees, the whole classical entrance to the property. So we went for oak trees, which are the slowest growing trees on the planet. And they don't handle the high wind. So it's been 10 years to get to where they are now, and we watch them every year. It's been a bit of a
yeah, so there's 76 oak trees down the drive there, which one day someone's going to get a lot of pleasure out of.
And we're very proud of what we've done, because when we first came here, there was no fences on the place. It was stock-proof. There was no yards at all that you could hold anything. If you put anything in the yards, they ended up down on the neighbours somewhere. Seeing
that to what it is now, and that really is all Dad's work. It's been his vision, his ideas. We've just been along for the ride, really. Yeah, Aaron and I, we're not sure of our plans. We're always a little bit unsettled, but we'd like to see it stay in the family for a long time.